So it is ICP, the Internet Computer Protocol price prediction time. I know that this will be a hotly contested video because ICP, the Internet Computer, is a bit like Marmite. People tend to either absolutely love it or absolutely hate it. I did an altcoin deep dive on this a couple of weeks ago. I'll link that above if I can. If you want to go and check out the technical details of ICP. I actually think the Internet Computer Protocol is a fascinating altcoin project. In terms of its ambitions are so high and so gigantic. In terms of that, it outperforms all other altcoin projects. But whether it can actually take market share away from existing layer one projects, and therefore whether we'll see an increase in price in the future, I'm yet to be swayed on that. However, if you are invested in ICP and you think you might be interested in where the price of ICP might go in the future, that's why I wanted to create this price prediction video. I love doing price predictions like this, but the first thing to lay out is that these price predictions, regardless of where you see them on the internet, they are all based on so many different assumptions. There are so many assumptions that are baked into estimates like this, and I'll try to flag these as we go through this today. But that is the first thing, the only thing that you should have in the back of your mind. All of these should be taken with a pinch of salt. But with that, let's get into these price predictions because they are always really exciting to do. So here we are on the ICP chart on coinmarketcap.com, just to go through some of the initial statistics for ICP before we dive into the price prediction. So we can see that the price has obviously suffered throughout the bear market. The all-time high price was initially back when it first launched in May of 2021. If we scroll down, I think the all-time high price is here. So the all-time high price is, yes, $750. And that was with a market cap value of approximately $53 billion. So the big question here is, can ICP climb back up to those all-time high levels of $750, considering that it is currently down at $13.30 as I'm recording this right now. Now, before we get stuck into the price prediction, there are some key stats that we need to take away from this website that we will be thinking about as we move forward. The first is that we have a market cap of $6.1 billion. We have a circulating supply of ICP coins of 459 million. That will become extremely important very, very soon. And then we have, of course, current price, as we've already mentioned, is $13.30 at the time of shooting. Now, one of the first assumptions that we need to make when trying to create a price prediction of any cryptocurrency is we need to assume what the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies will be at the peak of the next cycle. And for this, it is really good to have a range. We have no idea of where the total market cap might go in the future. And as there are a number of ways that we can try to calculate that, it's a good idea to, at least in my opinion, to take a range from that you can then use to back calculate what the price of a cryptocurrency will be. And in this case, it will be ICP. My lowest estimate for total market cap, that comes from the Bitcoin price chart and market cap chart. We've got the price chart here. And why Bitcoin? Well, because Bitcoin gives us the best insight into previous market cycles. We know from it that each market cycle from Bitcoin has got progressively smaller and smaller. Therefore, it's relatively safe to assume that the next market cycle is also going to be smaller. Specifically, from the 2011 to 2013 peak, so from peak to peak there, we saw a 60x in terms of price increase. From 2013 to the 2017 peak, we saw a 15x price increase. And then from 2017 to 2021, we saw a 3x price increase. So we can see that each cycle is reducing by either a factor of 4 or a factor of 5 over the subsequent cycles. So it's safe to assume that over the next cycle, we could see something similar, which would mean that from the peak in 2021, we might see a 0.6x increase in value for Bitcoin. So if we now apply a 0.6x increase on Bitcoin's market cap, we're on the market cap chart right here, we can see that that takes us to an all-time high market cap value for Bitcoin of just above $2 trillion, 2.09 to be precise. Finally, to estimate the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies, we need to take or make an assumption for what Bitcoin's dominance will be when we get to that next peak. So we know where the market cap might get to now, but we now need to know where Bitcoin dominance might be. And the best estimate that we have of that is from the previous market cycle, where dominance peaks around 40%. Now, if we take on all of those assumptions, there are a lot of assumptions that we took on there, but we think that the market cap could reach 2.09 trillion dollars in the next crypto cycle. If we divide that by what we think the dominance will be at the time, based on historic charts, that gives us a total market cap of all cryptocurrencies of $5.2 trillion, which is at the moment what I'm using as my low case estimate, my low ball estimate. Now that we have a low case estimate, we of course need a high case estimate, which will give us the range for ICP where it could get to in the future. So let's assume for a moment that the 2021 cycle hadn't happened and we were using the Fibonacci extension tools on the 2017 bull cycle. In that case, you would draw in the first tool using the low from 2015, the second tool from the peak in 2017, and then finally you would tag the low that we saw in 2018. Pushing that up and out to the future, we can then see that in 2021, the bull market peaked within the ratio between 3.618 and 4.234. The November 2021 high fell perfectly within that range. So if we see something similar this time around for this bull market, we can still use the Fibonacci extension tools to predict up into the future where the 3.618 and 4.23 Fibonacci levels are to see where the total crypto market cap might reach. So on this chart, we have used the lows from 2018, 2019. We've gone up to the peak in 2021 and then back down to the lows from 2022. And then if we push it out and up into the future, we can see that ratio between 3.618 and 4.236 covers total market cap reaching $11 trillion to $13 trillion. So for me, I'm going to split the difference there and use a high case estimate for total market cap of $12 trillion. The final element that I need for my ICP price prediction is an estimate for ICP's dominance. So this is an estimate for what is a logical assumption that ICP dominance could reach when we peak during the next crypto bull market. And one of the best ways to achieve this is by looking at ICP's dominance chart here on TradingView and assuming an average. And based on this chart, I think a sensible average is around the 0.3% level, which is roughly where ICP dominance is today and could be a magnet, I think, personally, in the future. I think that's where we could see ICP gravitate towards. Now that we have all of the numbers that we need to try and calculate a future price of ICP, we can start plugging in these numbers and trying to calculate future price and give us that price range. And first up, if we use the low case estimate for total market cap, which was 5.2 trillion, and we multiply that by ICP's dominance, which we said was 0.3%, that gives us a estimated market cap for ICP at the peak of the next bull market of $15.6 billion. If we then divide that by the circulating supply of ICP coins, which is 459 million at this moment in time, because that's our best estimate at the moment, that gives us a price per ICP coin of $34.15. Now, on the other hand, if we use our high case estimate, which was $12 trillion for the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies, and we multiply that by the ICP dominance, that gives us a market cap estimate for ICP of $36 billion. If we then divide that by the circulating supply again, which is 459 million, That gives us a price per ICP coin of $78.43. So based on that range of assumptions that we've used there, we have a price range of ICP between $34 and $78, which I have to say I think is a reasonable price target for ICP in the future, considering how high its market cap is at the moment. As I said before, I think ICP is one of the most fascinating cryptocurrencies that I've ever dived into before. So if you want to check out the altcoin deep dive that I did on that project, please do so. And I hope you enjoyed this price prediction video. If you didn't agree with the price prediction and you think prices might go higher, then let me know in the comments. If you don't think prices are even going to reach this far, also let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and also about how you do your own price predictions. Price predictions are so important because if you're considering a cryptocurrency portfolio, you need to know where those cryptocurrencies might go in the future in order to get you to that end game. Everyone has an end game in mind, so you need to know that those cryptocurrencies are going to get you there. That is why you should do price predictions and have price targets in mind. Reasonable price targets, not crazy ones, that is, but reasonable price targets in mind for the future to get you to that end game. And that's it for this price prediction video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you have any more price prediction techniques, that would be great to hear about. I always get so excited about price prediction techniques and price predictions anyway. They are so interesting, so let me know in the comments there. And of course, if you enjoyed the content and you want to see more, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you as a subscriber. The crypto market is seriously heating up right now, so I will see you in the next video.